So as you all have probably noticed, the Whitty Definitive Edition is out, and this is basically like a continuation or expansion to the original Whitty mod. And if you're like me, you probably never really thought to see this mod be completed, but it seems like the community had a lot of positive feedback for the developers and really just a lot of support, which is why they brought this mod back and finished it. The two characters that we obviously need to talk about in this mod are going to be Whitty and Julian, because a lot of people believe that Julian and Whitty are the same person, and technically that's not true. So Julian is an unlockable character in the Whitty Definitive Edition, and originally he was supposed to be like a reimagined version of the OG Whitty, but it seems that as development of the character continued, he kind of became his own entity, just completely separated from Whitty. But since now we know that he was supposed to be a replacement or a retelling of Whitty, it makes sense that he'll be wearing very similar clothing, and he even has an aesthetic that's similar to Whitty's, meaning that he has a ponytail that kind of acts as Whitty's fuse, and his eyes are even the same color as Whitty's. Now, something that a lot of people were kind of concerned about, or at least curious about, was if Carol and Julian are kind of a couple or if she's interested in him, and the answer is actually no. Since Julian is a separate character for Whitty, Carol still actually has feelings for Whitty. Now, some interesting facts about Whitty is that apparently he was created by a doomsday cult. So basically a group of people who wanted to use Whitty in order to destroy the world. But for whatever reason, when Whitty actually wakes up from being experimented on, there's nobody in the laboratory. So he's there by himself, and he kind of has to raise himself and just kind of come into his own being with nobody there really to support him. And what's even harder for Whitty is that he's on the run from a group called the Greater Good, since he is technically a doomsday device, and the person who's kind of leading that charge is called Updike. You probably recognize him as that cloud-like creature. The sad part about this is that technically Whitty doesn't want to hurt anybody, and he definitely doesn't want to destroy the world. So people are hunting him even though he has no actual ill will towards people. Some fun facts about Whitty is that even though he's not technically fully human, he is human enough to where he actually needs to eat. And since he's such a huge creature, he has to eat a ton because he digests food so much faster than a regular human being. Something else interesting about Whitty is that he doesn't cry regular tears, but instead he cries this highly flammable liquid that if any flame comes into contact with it, it'll just explode. And something that I personally find interesting about Whitty is that I think he's the first mod character that identified as asexual. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the video on the screen here to learn about all the corrupted Pibby tunes in the Friday Night Funkin' mods. Thank you for watching. This is Orseofkorse. Peace, peace.